Hello there and welcome. How are you doing? This is the Batman of Positive Value here. Welcome to the Batman of Positive Values YouTube channel, the place to come to be inspired and educated. In today's video, I want to share with you how to stop worrying and start living. You're going to learn the first chapter summary of the book by Dale Carnegie, and I'm going to give you a set of questions to ask yourself by the end of this video. So, if this is your first time here and you're watching this from YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out when I roll out some new content. So it's no surprise right now that we are going through uncertain times. And with those uncertain times comes many people, several thousands of people, worrying about what's going to happen next. Or maybe they may have made peace with what's going on right now, but they're still holding on to things from the past, and they're worried and scared about repeating the same mistakes over and over again. Does this very much sound like you right now? Are you afraid to repeat the past, repeat some of the past mistakes that you've made? Or maybe you're worried about what the future is going to hold for you? The truth of the matter is, you don't want to spend so much time worrying about the past or the future. Now, with the past, you don't want to spend so much time worrying about it because it's going to keep you stuck and you're always going to be living in the past instead of the present. And with living in the future, you can go and prepare for the future, plan for the future, but you don't want to be stuck looking over the horizon into the future. So what I'm saying here is right now, you want to be living in the present moment. Let me share something with you from the book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. So in the first chapter, Dale Carnegie talks about the best possible way to prepare for tomorrow is to concentrate with all your intelligence, all your enthusiasm on doing today's work superbly today. That is the only possible way you can prepare for the future. Now, I'm going to repeat that again. The best possible way to prepare for tomorrow is to concentrate with all your intelligence, all your enthusiasm on doing today's work superbly today. That is the only possible way you can prepare for the future. So in other words, what you want to do right now is start living in the present moment. Start living today. It's not living in the past, it's not living in the future, but living in the here and now. Is there something that you've always wanted to do, but you've never gotten around to it for whatever reason? I highly recommend you start doing whatever it is that you've been putting off. Start it today, because you've got nothing to lose by taking action today. Because when you don't take action, on the things that do matter at the end of the day, and you find yourself instead always distracted by things around you, especially social media, for example, then you're always going to be living with that anxiety within yourself, and you're always going to be worried about what the future holds for you. The way that you get over that anxiety, the way you get over that fear of what's going to be happening in the future, is that you start doing the most important things that are going to matter today. Now, I assure you, everything that you want to happen in your life is not going to happen overnight. However, if you start doing that today and you're consistent with it over time, you will better prepare for the future. So, what I've got right behind me is I got a little homework assignment for you to go ahead and ask yourself these questions. and you gotta answer them honestly so that this can benefit you entirely. And let me go ahead and rewrite this here. Okay, so here are some questions to ask yourself. And you don't need to type this out in the comments. You can either write these questions down, or you can take a screenshot of this. You can pause this video right now and take a screenshot of this so that you can answer these questions on your own time. However, at the end of this video, I want you to go ahead and start answering these questions for yourself. So the first question, do I tend to put off living in the present in order to worry about the future, or to yearn for some magical rose garden over the horizon? So this first question is asking you, do you live in the present now? Or do you keep putting it off in order to worry about the future? That's what that first question asks. The second question asks, do I sometimes embitter the present by regretting things that happened in the past that are over and done with? Are there some things that you're still holding on to from the past that you're bitter about right now? If so, answer that question honestly and be specific about what it is that is exactly bothering you from the past. The third question reads, do I get up in the morning determined to seize the day, to get the utmost of these 24 hours? This is where you have to take an honest look at how you're spending your time during the day. Are you making the most out of the day, or are you just going with the flow and just letting things happen without making the most of it? The fourth question reads, can I get more out of life by living in day-tight compartments? Now, in order to understand what living in day-tight compartment is, I highly recommend that you go ahead and buy the book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living by Dale Carnegie. I'll leave a link down below in the video description to buy that book. I am no way affiliated in providing you a link to this book. This is just for your own personal benefit and a free resource your way that you can go ahead and buy. So, can I get more out of life by living in day-tight compartments? In other words, can I get more out of life by being more focused and living in the present now? Now the last and final question reads, when shall I start to do this? Next week, tomorrow, or today? Now, if I were you, once you answer these 4 questions and you get to the last question, I want you to make it a priority to start to make the changes today. It's not tomorrow, it's next week, but it starts today. Because the problem is, when people look at content like this, they listen to somebody speak, but the problem is they don't take action on what they just watched. They don't really learn and apply that understanding that they got from watching whatever content that they were just watching. So I want you to make it a priority. As soon as you're done watching this video, start today to make the changes. Now, obviously it's not going to happen overnight, but once you get through answering these first 4 questions honestly, then when you get to the last question, make that committed decision today that you're going to start making the changes. And you will be well on your way to getting better at how to stop worrying and start living. So, with that said, I trust you got a ton of value out of this video. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. With that said, this is the Batman of Positive Value. I want to thank you so much for stopping by and watching today's video. Have an amazing day, whatever time zone that you're watching this from, and I will see you on the next video very soon. Take care. Batman out.